You suck at ministry. Coming up next on Pastor Bob Daly. Dear Pastor Bob, I've started 3 ministries in the past decade, and all have failed. They've all been difficult to keep going, but mostly I've lost interest in all of them. I was thinking about starting a ministry to heavy metal kids since I like rock and roll, but I don't know very much about it. Can you give me some pointers to get started? I'm happy to. Don't do it. Honestly, don't do it. You know, there's a reason why ministries fail, and I want you to listen to me because there's a whole lot of you out there that need to learn this one very simple principle. Ministry will not be successful unless you fall in love with the people. Period. You know, ministries come and go all the time, and we see this in the homeless ministry all the time. There are all kinds of people in the last 14 years that we've been serving the homeless that have come and gone. They start for the wrong reasons, just like I did. They thought, I'm going to do a good deed for people. I'm going to minister to them. It's us versus them. I'm going to proselytize. I'm going to, bring them into the kingdom. I'm going to, help them. And whenever I have that kind of mentality, I'm probably going to fail. There's only one right statement, and that is, I'm going to love them. And however I choose to love them, I can help them as well. You know, people ask me about serving the homeless, and I always tell them that it really isn't about food. It really isn't, even though we serve a lot of it. It's about relationships. It's about loving people. It's about looking them in the eye and saying, how are you? I care about you. What's going on? What do you need? And that's the whole thing. You know, when we go through the line, I usually spend time hugging every one of those people. Some of them are very hardened. They've been on the streets for a long time. They don't open up real easily. Every one of them hug back with me. In fact, sometimes they initiate. Why? Because we have that kind of relationship. We've established it. They know that I love them dearly. Now, that was unexpected for me. It's not something that I understood at that time. And I thought that doing the homeless ministry would be a good deed for me because it was a necessary thing that needed to happen. It's not the way it's turned out. I've grown much more than they have. And we hear that as a cliche. I'm telling you that is truth. I've learned how to love people a lot more. Unconditionally, exactly where they're at. Smelly, old clothes, whatever. Just to love them. And when I get down there, I feel that right away when we're under the bridge. My heart is there. And I am excited to see the people that are there. Many of them continue to come because they know that we care about them. And there have been times when people have come down, even when they get into housing, and they say, I have enough food and I have a place to stay now. But this is where my family is, and I miss you guys. And is it okay if I keep coming? Well, yes, of course, because it is all about that. You see, to say, I think I'm going to start a ministry to heavy metal kids when you're not even listening to heavy metal yourself or you don't know anything about it, well, that's kind of a far stretch. And I guess in essence, that's kind of what I did with the homeless people, but this is a whole different genre. And people know that you're not there. I feel the same way and have for all of these decades with Christian rock and metal. It's my heart, and these people are my heart. And, when I'm introduced as a father of Christian metal, I'll tell you something. I feel like a father. And that's an honor to be called that because I have this relationship that I love. And when I get to a festival, when I meet the people, my heart is there, so much there. And I can't wait to hug everybody and, see them again. And I talk to them daily all over the world through Skype and FaceTime and whatever. But here's my point. If you suck at ministry, it's because you suck at love. That's first. And until you allow yourself to fall in love with people, your ministry will never be successful. Yeah. Okay. God bless you. Have a great day.